New on 6 on your side, lower health care costs or a raise. That's the decision Alabama lawmakers will have to make this session for Alabama's public school teachers.
Because their employer insurance plan, PHIP, as you know, is facing a $380 million shortfall for next budget year. What do you do about this? Do you give them a raise? Do you give them solid health care costs? That's what your reporter Jillian Brooks is live with tonight on how they're trying to avoid shifting this cost to teachers. Jillian.
Sarah, Jonathan, like most insurance claims, PHIP is seeing a rise in healthcare cost. Now, that has led to this shortfall, and Alabama's public school teachers have not seen an out-of-pocket increase since 2016, and they're hoping to keep it that way.
You want to provide a plan with good benefits at a low cost to the members.
Legislative counsel for RSA, Nia Scott, says healthcare costs are rising across the country. For PHIP, there are two main drivers that are adding to the shortfall. The first is a rise in costs to cover Medicare retirees. The second is seeing a higher trend for hospital medical coverage.
And that's not driven by just one thing. Some of it's inflation, some of it's higher utilization, some of it is people staying in the hospital longer. It's kind of across the board increases and not just one thing. And
now, PHIP is asking the state legislature to help with the cost of health insurance. It's the same request that they had last year, but for $124 million.
The legislature didn't do a pay raise for teachers and funded insurance. And so this year, we've got another even larger request in a year when they would likely want to give teachers pay raise. And so it's a difficult issue.
Richard Franklin, the president of the Birmingham chapter of the American Federation of Teachers, says he would prefer to see the legislature fund insurance.
We would love for them to do both, but if we had a choice and just off past history, I would rather them invest in our insurance so that the cost is not incurred on the educators.
Scott says conversations are happening now with the governor's office, legislature, education groups, and their board to figure out the best way to tackle this problem.
How can we solve the funding when there's not a lot of extra money in the ETF right now, and still provide a good, rich plan?
Now, Scott says following the state legislator's decision, the RSA board and PHIP will discuss options that would then go into effect on October 1st of next year. Your reporter live in Birmingham, I'm Jillian Brooks for WBRC 6 News on your side.